Welcome back to Offroad Touring. In this one here, we are pretty much as far south as Port Macquarie and inland by a couple hours. So we are in New South Wales for this one.
We're just going to try to explore some national parks, state forests around here. Just see what we can get up to, what we can find.
It should be an absolute good one. Anyways, let's get into it. For this first one here, we are pulled up in Burrawan State Forest. So yeah, we're going to go check out this first point. This is actually the old
bottle butt walking track.
Old bottle butt. So yeah, we'll go check this one out. This one's a little bit different. This walking track is just a 600 meter loop, so not too bad, and the walk so far has not been that difficult. The only thing is, you might have noticed, it is currently raining. It was raining all last night, and even the drive down from Brisbane down into New South Wales was just bucketing down on and off. So we'll see for the rest of the trip if it starts to dry up, but the radar is not looking too good. This is kind of nice. You come down to these little bridges that's down here with this water that's flowing. So relaxing just listening to streams like this. And just like that, we have come up to this old bottle butt, and it is quite a large tree. Just reading up on some of the information that you can at the sign there. This is actually the largest red bloodwood tree in the southern hemisphere, which is quite interesting. And it's estimated to be over 200 years of age. It actually states just above the base here it's got a girth of 16 meters, which is huge. It's quite a unique tree. We haven't actually seen anything like it from the trees we've seen, I guess. Yeah, this one here is pretty cool. Well, we've left Burrawan State Forest and we've come over to, now we're in Bago State Forest or National Park, I think. And we're going to go up to Bago Lookout. So we've just come back off the blacktop, and we're actually heading up a CPT, I think it's 35 track, which is out here. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes, I think. Since getting the new wheels and rear bar on, we've only done one trip, so we've been so keen to get out and put the patrol on some tracks. With all the rain, it's made the ground very muddy and slippery, making it hard to find any traction.
This tyre keeps losing grip and just lifting.
Yeah, so with no lock on the front, that's struggling. The back I think is doing alright, but it's got to step up here. It's just so muddy and just sloppy, and it's a lot steeper in person I think as well. I think we might just give it a little bit of a winch actually. Be easy enough because it's just a little bump up and then it should be alright, but I might go check the top of the track there. Well, I actually just had a look up the track, so that turns into a dirt bike track. Yeah, not really doable for a vehicle. Anyways, we're gonna probably actually just back down and make way around to another track to get up to this lookout.
So we were going to give this track a go, and obviously the camera won't capture it quite how gnarly it is, but without any sliders or any lockers and it's slippery as all hell, we're not going to risk it because this is our only four-wheel drive. But yeah, you can see like there's a step up here, and we would try to keep our tire up here, but it'd slide in there if it got pulled that way, and it's just not worth it at the moment. Just going to go back around to the bypass and make our way up that way to the lookout.
Well, we've got into a little bit of a hard angle, so we've just come up this bypass track here, and this part here we've come up here and slipped on like this rock in the route and gone into that right there. I'm worried about the front sort of going over anymore and hitting on the tree, but the back, if we go back, it can't lift up over that side where it should. So yeah, I think this one's going to have to be a winch job, just to go straight up.
So we're just going to winch. Cameron's got the trusty George 4x4 recovery kit. What do you reckon that tree there?
Yeah, but I'm worried about pulling the rear. Yeah, probably alright. Oh, I didn't grab the tree trunk protector.
Is that you asking me to get it?
Hey, great. Alright, we're all hooked up. We've got the tree trunk protector, soft shackle, a blanket with no weight in it. But yeah, anyways, time to get some tension on the line. Well, if you can see, the car is way down there. Just come up this hill and it just keeps going up. This is actually on the maps, one side of Lookout Road, and yeah, I don't think it's going to be doable for us today. Unfortunately, even getting up to where we were, it's just so slippery with the rain and how shaly it is. So yeah, I think we'll turn around, and there's another track we can go, so we'll see if we can get down by that way.
So we're a little bit defeated. We couldn't get to the lookout, so now we have turned around and we're going to go to the next thing, which is about an hour away. I mean, we had a bit of fun forward driving. If we had maybe some more...
Probably time, because we're not down.
Yeah.
Like, we're on a 4-day trip for this one here. We've got 3 days, well, including today remaining. So yeah, we don't want to waste too much time just trying to get up to one lookout. We've got a lot more planned to go see, so yeah, we'll just call it. Now, there is more ways you can go up to that lookout, but without doing a big detour, it's sort of not worth it at this point. So yeah, we're gonna go head back out on the road and then head down to the next point, as Grace said. Well, after the last lookout that we tried to get to and couldn't, we've now come and tried looking for Comboyne Rock Lookout, which I tell you what has been a mission.
Yeah, maps coming from the north side was just taking us to a bunch of like private property gates. It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
But now we've come around to the other side. What's this side called again?
We're on the south side now, pretty much from Swan Crossing side,
Crossing.
and you can get up through, you go through the state forest, and yeah, but all the reviews say this last section, you need lift, tyres, that sort of stuff, so I think we're just about to come up to it, so we'll
see how we go.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think we'll update the Google Maps reviews, because that is definitely not four-wheel drive only. I think maybe in wet, as it kind of is, it's slightly more slippery, but yeah, no, it's quite doable. And we've now made it up to the top, so you just got like a little turnaround point here. Controller's all looking muddy from from earlier, but that's the joys of it. And then you can come here and look at this. Wow. That is unreal. The views you get from this little rock here. How cool is this?
It's pretty cool.
And your cars just park right there, and then you come up these couple of steps and you got full wraparound 360 views of those mountain ranges, the ridges, and yeah, it's just all the state forests and national parks all around you here. This is just absolutely unreal. I think you can even see the ocean way out there as well. This is just such a worth it place to visit. After soaking in the breathtaking views from Convoy and Rock, we weren't hanging around for too long and started making way back down the mountain, but that of course didn't come without some dramas. We're just driving along and the sway bar bolt, so with the sway bars, these bolts, like the bolt's still sitting there but the nut has come off. The other side, we lost the nut ages back, and we've just been running with one side hanging in, and yeah, finally the other one's coming out. I've waited so long for this to happen. So the sway bar is just rubbing on the tail shaft, so I'll just take off the sway bar, put it in the car, and yeah, I'll have to fix that up another time. But anyways, the joys of it. I should probably get the proper kit out, eh? I just wasn't. I was being lazy. The proper kit's harder to get out. There's always something in your way with the patrol. You have to move one thing just to get to another. It's painful sometimes. Well, after another hour of driving through forestry and all that sort of stuff, we have come to Ellenborough Falls.
We can already hear them from up here. There has been a lot of rain the last couple of days, so I'm hoping they are pumping down.
Yeah, well, but yeah, let's go check it out. And just a short walk from the car park, you come up to this viewing platform, and holy heck, that's just a huge valley with the falls pumping off the edge.
That's stunning.
Look at that. Wow. Anyways, we're not going to hang around up here too long. We're going to actually go down the bottom of that. That is cool.
Let's do it.
I think it's about just over 600 steps down, so down should be easy enough, but I don't want to think about the going up just yet. We're not even all the way at the bottom yet. I mean, we're about to be, but it is so loud and unreal. Just mist everywhere. Falls right there. That's crazy. This whole walk down has been so beautiful. Look at this log just over here. Wow. Well, there's a little viewing platform here. It's just getting sprayed with water. Woo. Wow. I don't know how fast the GoPro is going to get covered in water, but look at that mist just like going sideways, right? That is, it's going up the bloody mountain. That is insane. Wow. And after coming all the way back up the top after, yeah, a lot of stairs, we've now come over. This one here is just actually close to the car park, but you can come to the top of the falls as well. And all that is what's making that insane fall. We were lucky enough to experience Ellenborough Falls right after some rain, which truly made it that much better. If you haven't been here before, we highly recommend checking it out. However, for us, we had another spot to get to, so it wasn't long before we were back on the road.
here we are at Blue Knob Lookout. If you look over this way, there's a little fire pit down there, which is pretty cool. And stunning views, which I'm sure will be even more beautiful when we climb up there, which is unlocked, luckily enough. I mean, it's pretty spectacular. And the weather is honestly just perfect for it. You can see way down there, there's some table and chairs, and there's another building just behind this tree. I don't know what it is though.
This is cool.
Yeah.
Look at the patrol though. Oh, what's better?
Two beautiful views.
The mountain ranges around here, like you're just in the middle of a forestry.
It's so cool.
Everywhere around us, like especially over those ways, is all just mountain ranges and stuff. Like it's crazy. Similar to the previous lookout, when looking around, all you can see is forest as far as the eye can see. It really makes you feel like you're in the middle of the jungle, isolated in the middle of nowhere, and honestly, that's why we love these places.
Headed a fair bit more north and sort of looking maybe for a campsite for the night. Yeah,
it's getting much later. It's nearly 5 o'clock now, so we want to get to camp nice and early and get up early in the morning. So we're losing light very quick out here, being in the forestry and whatnot as well. Currently heading towards Maxwell's camping area, so we'll see how that is and go from there. The track even out here is just absolutely sloshy and muddy and very slippery. This area's had a bit of rain in the area, and it seems like a lot of the ground just does not dry up.
Well, this is a campground. It looks it's empty at the moment, which is great. But there's like little fire pits and stuff around, which is pretty cool. It's a nice little campground. Muddy as all hell to get here, but it's definitely cute. We picked our spot and we're just setting up now.
Still wet from last night.
Yeah, it was raining all last night.
Yeah, non-stop.
But we didn't go to that spot all the way over there. We found a different tucked away spot right here, and you can hear the beautiful creek running right next to us. Here's the creek. How stunning is that? We'll be listening to that all night long, and we're literally right here.
And just like that, we are pretty much set up for the night. So we're not putting out the awning tonight. Just got the rooftop tent up as per usual, and we got just a table out. We're making some hot water now for some showers, because yes, we stink after a big day of walks and stuff.
You stink.
No, you stink. And yeah, so anyways, we think we won't even have a fire going tonight, and we'll tuck in early. I think we're going to have some sandwiches as well before bed, but otherwise I think we'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning. We are out here on another day. It is absolutely freezing this morning, much colder than it was yesterday. We've pretty much woken up, got everything packed up and all ready. I think it's getting about 6:30 in the morning now, and you might have noticed I washed off the car a bit while we're down at the creek. There's a crossing just down there. Yeah, washed off the car as much as I could, just because the car was covered in mud and touching it and stuff was going to be annoying. This morning, the only way out of here is actually the same way we came in, so we're going to get the car absolutely covered in mud yet again first thing in the morning. But anyways, it should be a good day, I think. Mud is definitely still muddy. It hasn't dried up at all. There's mud just flicking up everywhere. Like, most of this track is all just slop, and it's hard staying on the actual track. Like, you just slide everywhere on this stuff. So yeah, some parts gets a bit narrow, a little bit sketchy, not gonna lie. just like that, we are back out on the main drag, and I tell you what, this track definitely does make the car muddy. This time I had it in four-wheel drive, just so that way the rear wasn't flicking up near as much mud, but just underneath the arches and stuff, it just gets absolutely caked in there. Just this side copped it a little bit worse, I think. Grace, in the warm. What?
Your shirt's on backwards.
Anyways, we'll worry about that later. But yeah, even like all the mud, like a chunk just fell off them, just covered in it. The one thing that is really annoying is when the awning gets caked under the zipper like that. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna up and on to the next. We're gonna actually continue heading further north now. So yeah, we'll see from there. Well, we've passed through a town, topped up on the fuel, and we are back into National Park now. We're actually heading a bit further north, and we're heading towards Lara's Lagoon. And yeah, it's just rough, windy, through the mountains sort of track at the moment.
Yeah. So we've made it to the absolutely stunning
Lara's Lagoon.
Yeah.
How cool is this? So you sort of come down a track there. It's definitely a full driving track.
Yeah.
And then you come along this sort of rock bed. And yeah, you can sort of come out here.
And then right behind the car is this beautiful lagoon. Oh my God. I wish it was really nice and warm today and we would be for sure jumping in, going for a swim, but this is so cool.
Insane, and like it even flows down over the side there. There's like a nice stream going through. You can paddleboard around here.
This is like a little rapids. How cool would this be? Going down on like a floaty or something, or even on the paddleboard. This is so cool.
Just from where we came up at that track is this sort of campground and day use area, which is actually pretty nice. So this is in Mount Boss State Forest, and you can see down there there's a rope swing or a couple of rope swings, and then down into that flowing water, which is absolutely beautiful. And then just over here you have multiple sort of fire pits and tables and that sort of stuff. And there's also toilets here too. So yeah, this is an absolutely awesome spot out here. I definitely want to come back here in summer and yeah, probably camp or something like that.
As you go towards the Bluff campground, this is another sort of spot you could potentially pull up, like on the right there, and spend the day. This is absolutely stunning. The water here is just beautiful, and even though it's sunny today, it's not super warm, so we won't go swimming, but we are once again 100% coming back in summer because this is just too beautiful not to swim in one day. Here's the Bluff campground. They've got a couple fire pits and picnic tables in there, and then it's probably hard to see on camera, but down there is more beautiful swimming areas along the rocks and stuff.
There's rope swings in there too.
There you go, there's rope swings in there as well. That's just, it's so beautiful here. It's dog friendly here, so that's even better. We'll definitely be coming back with our beautiful little Nora. It's just so unreal here, honestly.
It was pretty damn cool. Anyways, it is 12 o'clock, so we are about 2 hours from our next destination, so we are unfortunately not hanging about, and it's definitely way too cold for a swim, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna get back on the road and get out of here. We've been on the road for I think 2 hours. There's been a couple of creek crossings and that sort of stuff, but it's all been much the same as just driving through different like forestry, state and national parks and whatnot. But anyways, we're actually coming out to the I think it's Udale's hut and campground area here. So that's sort of what the hut looks like, I think. But what this sign says, so at the start of this track that comes from the main road, it doesn't have any closure signs or anything like that. There's a gate that's open and it just says full drive, low range only. And then you come down here and you read the sign, and it's bookings are required. I think even just to visit it, and yeah, you need a code to get through this gate. So the reviews and all that sort of stuff didn't indicate that, I guess. So we had no idea. But anyways, I think we're going to turn around from here and trek back and continue north through the national park. So yeah, it is a shame, but it is what it is.
So we've just made a quick stop at Happy's Lookout. It's not even on the map that we could see, but there was a little sign and it's only a 300-metre walk, so we thought we would give it a go and hopefully it's a nice enough view.
Yeah, and this is Coachwood Road, which is currently heading north towards Willy Willy, which I think is a town. But you come out to the top there through the bush and then you come out to this rock area and you go out to that peak there. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, this is beautiful.
This is not even on the map.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm so shocked. It's also Hoppy's Lookout, not Happy's Lookout. Our bad. It's in loving memory of some guy who passed away last year.
Yeah, so I wonder if the signs are actually put in like
recently,
but
yeah,
you can see for ages out here.
This really doesn't capture how lovely it is, to be honest with you. But
well, to fix that, we'll get the drone up, I think. We're still on Coachwood Road, and yeah, it's just, we've been out here in these forestries for ages now, just driving, just rough, slow going. It's just up and down the hills and long ridge lines and that sort of stuff. So it's about 3:30 now, so we are going to see how far north we can head before we have to start finding camp. And yeah, go from there really. I think I said this a few times, but we're still on Coachwood Road now, and we've just come up to what's called Kookaburra Mill. So there's an information board here which tells you up a lot about this area, and there looks like there's some still buildings left. There is a house or a building up there which looks to be refurbished, and yeah, it operated from I think it's 1946 to 1969, so about 23 years or so. Bit of pictures and history on it there, but there's a track behind us, so we'll go see if we can see any buildings. I think this is pretty cool. Yeah, it wasn't obvious at first, but you can come down to like its more discreet sort of path, and you drive down to this open sort of spot, and you can sort of just explore around here. There's this sort of brick or concrete structure, no idea what that is. Looks like sort of almost like a bunker, but there's a tree in the middle of it. There's bits of like metal and scrap around the place. Can't really make out too much stuff. There is also a sort of, I don't know what even this is. Looks like a platform of some sort. Hard to tell because it's all overgrown, I guess. And then the most obvious thing that you can still see is this right here. If you know what this here was actually used for, this part, let us know, because we have zero idea, to be honest. But yeah, there's a big wheel here. This looks like some sort of control center or control panel that used to be there of some sort. You can see down in there where the wheel would go. So yeah, bit of stuff here. Couldn't see anything else around here. It's all overgrown like by quite a lot, but yeah, this sort of stuff is pretty interesting, this history. Anyways, we're gonna keep going. Well, it is almost 6 o'clock now and light has faded real fast. There is still a bit of sunlight, but the GoPro does not pick it up well. And we're back in another forest actually. So we came out of the last forest we're in, went over some road and then back into another forest pretty much. So we're actually punching up to another lookout. We'll probably find camp up here tonight. Don't know if we'll be at the lookout, but we'll see. And then, yeah, we'll wake up and explore more from there. So yeah, it's crazy how dark it gets in the middle of forestry, but... Good morning, this is the next day. So we did sleep out here and yeah, we are currently in a different position. We are actually currently up, I can't remember what this lookout's called, but we're up here on some camp chairs, sort of just trying to watch a sunrise come up. There's a lot of clouds in that horizon, so it's blocking the sun quite a bit. But up here you can see quite a lot, like way over there, there's fog down in the valley, down over there too, with all the mountain ranges around you. It's pretty damn insane up here. I do wish there was a lot more trees that are cleared around here, but yeah, it's still really, really nice and it's not too cold of a morning, which is good. But anyways, I think we're gonna sit around for a bit and hope to see that sun soon. Well, we've now made it out of that state forest or national park and we're down in the valley and we're actually in one of the sections where we're sort of seeing all that fog still. So you can see in front of us it's all just foggy, sort of a bit eerie down here. But yeah, it's pretty cool because outside of this right now, we know that it's complete sun out, daylight above this. Like, yeah, pretty crazy. But yeah, we're just making way to our next attraction, I guess. Another, well, about an hour later, we have come back into another national park. This one here is, I think it's pronounced Dungur National Park. We've just driven up a range that's literally, we're way down in the valley on the other side, this mountain on the other side. And we've come all the way up, come along, and then up here now. The old patrol did actually get to one point where it did start getting warm, just up a straight climb. So yeah, we let it cool down, just letting it cool down now as well. And yeah, we're up at, this is what, Kozkai, I think it's pronounced, lookout. And damn it, it's cold. Yeah, we are quite high up here, but you can see that view. Even though it's not 360, it's still quite bloody nice of a view that you can see all above on the mountain ranges, all the way out. It's pretty damn crazy how far you can see. We're hoping from here that this track should continue up and around, and we should be able to keep trekking sort of northwest from here. Yeah, what a nice lookout this one is. Since that lookout, so we tried heading on a track that heads out the other way, and there was a landslide that actually happened there, so that's all closed off and there's no access around it. Down from that mountain there's the way we came up, or there's one other sort of way which sort of cuts through north on the maps, and we're currently down that track. Now, we've been on this track for quite a while now. There's been this like few areas where there's been like landslides come from sort of like the bank onto the track, and we've had to clear out a bit of debris and sort of to get around and over those points. We just haven't been showing you because it's just been, yeah, pretty non-stop and full on out here. But just come up to this next sort of point, so just got rid of some branches here. Just gonna hook on the winch, pull that one around there. There's another one down over there as well, you can probably see. So yeah, we're just having lunch at the moment. Grace has made up some sandwiches. Yeah, we're just having a little bit of a break. I think it's about, what, 10, 11 o'clock maybe now? 10 to 11. But yeah, so we're gonna see how we keep going through here, I think. That end of the tree is cut off. This end of the tree is, all the weight is down at the roots of it. So the tree is pretty much just swinging, like pivoting on that point down there. I'm gonna hook up the winch to this end and then I'm gonna winch back and the tree should pivot around and we should have enough room to drive around. There we go. So firstly, we'll just get some tension on the line like normal. Alright, we're going to put tension on that there, and I'll just take it one bit at a time. So you can see, as mentioned, at the base of that tree where the roots are, is it's sort of just pivoting on that sort of point. So we just want to get it sort of around, hopefully where it falls or is enough room to get around. We've got the tree a bit closer to us, we may as well let the winch out and we'll just reposition the car further back. So the car's now repositioned, so I'm just going to continue winching in with this one here. There's a lot of tension on the line here and it's as far as we need to go, so I'm going to let it out here and we'll be able to drive around that one now.
So this kind of overgrown bushy track is what we've been going through. We're currently on Hanging Rock Road according to maps, but Cameron's just moving some branches and things like that to get around. It's definitely not well maintained or very often used by the looks, but we'll see how we go.
Well, we have got to the point of this video where we are over this forest and we want to get out of here, to be honest. I think Grace is very well too. So we have come through this track, gone all the way. We have cleared many, many logs down. We have gone through so much bush, like a lot. And we got to a point where there is a landslide. So there's another landslide, and that one you actually cannot get past unless you're on a motorbike, pretty much. But there's no sign. Like there is one on the other side of it, but not this side. So yeah, anyways, we're coming back through this track now. Coming back took much, much faster to get through. Like, for example, we're on this track for 2 hours, and to come back it was like 15 minutes. Like, that's just for reference of how much we were clearing.
How much effort we've put into getting to where we were.
Yep.
To have to turn back anyway.
Painful. But now we're at the point of coming back. So when we come through this part, this is literally the last obstacle to get back, and then we're up at the main intersection. Coming back up it is not really doable. Like, this ground is quite soft and muddy, and our tyres just, yeah, it's just not enough. Like, this camera is not doing it justice, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. So what we're doing is we've got the winch hooked up and we are currently ripping out this stump, and then we'll be able to just cruise on up through here. There is not much tension on this line at all, so we're pretty safe standing here. But you can see I've wrapped around that winch line, or the tree trunk protector, so it's not slipping off, which it is.
It now is.
See, I think it's just going to fully come off now, and we can hook it back up here. Honestly, that should do it. Just want to keep lifting it up, roll it over, get it out of here. Yep, perfect. Yeah, no way I was lifting that by hand. You can hear the roots ripping out still. You might be able to just see how sort of dug in the tyres got just from that little bit, and then yeah, straight out. Well, anyways, it's getting late afternoon on a Sunday, and we got work tomorrow, so
And it's a good 6-hour drive home, so we better get cracking.
Yeah, we are about Coffs Harbour, sort of sort of area, by the way, just a bit more west. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next off-road touring adventure.